Hello, comrades! Welcome to the March 2010 edition on the condition of the United Socialist States of America. Alright folks, let's get started. This is the first time since the Great Depression that more Americans are taking aid from the government than are paying taxes, which basically means there are more people in the wagon than there are people outside the wagon pulling the wagon. Now, how long are we going to be able to sustain that? Prior to the health care legislation being passed, the president had a problem with some of his Democrats, President Barack Obama, another Democrat, that they were not going to vote for this legislation. So he calls about 9 of them to the White House, and one of them in particular about the same time, who was not going to vote for this legislation. Coincidentally, his brother gets appointed to a federal judgeship. Yeah, he's now a federal judge. And another coincidence, the Democrat changed his position on health care as a result of that. Or maybe it was a coincidence. What do you think, kids? The tragic earthquake in Haiti. Nations from all over the world sent their troops in there to help out. God bless them. And other type of aid they sent. And in these international encampments representing different nations, they have the flag of their nation, their national banner, flying above their encampment. Except the United States of America. President Barack Obama, Democrat, he ordered American forces to remove the American flag. And you want to know why he said that? But the reason was he said it will give the wrong message. Yeah! When you look at the American flag flying over troops assisting you, it gives the wrong message, according to this president, who's a Democrat. Did you hear about this in the news media? That's because they're in the hip pocket of this president, this administration, and them they're Democrats. Never in the history of this country, now 234 years, have we ever had a president ashamed of our flag, stating that it gives the wrong message. And I don't care what circumstances or what part of the world, when there are American forces, the flag is with them. Yeah, except for this president, who you voted for, not me. Israel, one of the staunchest allies we could have in the Middle East, supported by all our previous presidents and administrations, except this one. Yeah, these Democrats don't like the state of Israel. Israel decides it's going to build 1,600 apartment complexes in their capital of Jerusalem. And Joe Biden, Vice President Democrat, he got upset about that. In addition to Secretary of State, Madam Hillary Rotten Clinton, she condemned him for that. And our great president, Democrat, President Barack Obama, berated him for that also. That when the Prime Minister of Israel recently came to the White House, President Barack Obama, Democrat, said no photographs. I don't want any photographic proof that we met with one another. So there were no photographs. It was like an embarrassment. That's how you treat our staunchest ally? Well, apparently so, because he basically treated the United Kingdom like trash also. Another staunch ally to the United States. Now this monstrosity healthcare passed. And what does President Barack Obama do, the Democrat? He now needs to get that off the front pages. You see, he does not want you to remember it in the next 6 or 7 months come election time. So he makes this phony announcement, we're going to drill for offshore oil on the Atlantic coast and in the eastern portion of the Gulf of Mexico. Really? Talk about a shell game or a con game. Oh, sure, he says, okay, you can drill. But he knows gosh darn well the Democratic Congress will not approve it. And even if they do approve it, he knows gosh darn well their lockstep and goose-stepping cohorts in the environmental movement will file lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. In addition, not only with those lawsuits are going to tie it up in litigation for 1,000 years or more, the EPA is going to put so many restrictions and environmental impact studies to be studied that would add more years onto it. The President of these United States of America, that Democrat President Barack Obama, and the Democratic Congress has it within their authority, in their power, to stop the lawsuits and curtail those environmental impact studies. But they will not do that. Nope. Because they want to be able to say, well, what I said drilling would be okay. And they also want to get health care off the front page so you will forget come this November. They're relying on Americans' short-term memory. All right, comrades. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless the United Socialist States of America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.
300,000 more, shouting the battle cry of freedom.